I am sick and tired of women ruining good men. I see all these women sitting here crying about how shitty men are, but nobody's talking about how shitty y'all are. Men are not here to provide us with a golden life on a silver platter. Men are not here to be controlled by us or to cater to our every need. Men are not here to pick up the slack for lazy women. I'm so sick and tired of seeing these women get in relationship with men and control every aspect of their life or try to change him. Y'all knew who that man was when you started dating him. You need to accept him for who he is or not date him at all. I am just so tired of y'all ruining these good men for the rest of us.
Many years ago, I had a girl flake on me for a date, and when I texted her that I was no longer interested in pursuing anything, she sent me a response that still haunts me to this day. She said, "If you can't handle me at my worst, then you don't deserve me at my best." That attitude is widespread with modern women. She's allowed to be rude, unreasonable, to throw tantrums, and it's the man's job to tolerate that because that's what love is. And a lot of these women seem sincerely surprised when they encounter a man who doesn't sign up for that. He has no interest in any definition of love that includes putting up with her being a spoiled brat.
That's weird.
Yes. You know what? All right, bet. We're done. We're done. I swear. You're so ungrateful. You're so ungrateful. I'm taking all this stuff back.
Just do better. Just do better.
No, I'm taking all this stuff back.
I need to be treated like a queen.
I'll go get us to another female. I'll take all this stuff back. Just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. Move. Move.
Just do better.
I'll eat my...
He eats the strawberry.
Babe, it's constructive criticism.
Constructive criticism? You're ungrateful.
Just do better.
Yeah, you're ungrateful. You're an ungrateful little and that's what you are. I'm getting tired of this. You're never happy.
What kind of Valentine's Day
Bro, you're never
gift is
happy.
this?
You're never happy.
Just
You're
be
never
honest.
happy.
You would like it if you were a girl and you got all this?
Yes, I would be happy because there's people out here that ain't getting this. They're not getting that.
God.
I just spent too much money.
Better.
You know what? I just spent way too much money.
I should get the rose, like with the big old thing. You give me like 5 roses, and there's like no money in there. There's no money in anything. You didn't give me any money.
All right,
What kind of Valentine's Day?
He is completely right to walk away. She's throwing a tantrum because he got roses, but they're not the right roses. Because none of his gifts contained money. This is completely unacceptable. But what's truly baffling is why do so many modern women believe that it's reasonable for them to act this way in a relationship, to treat a man this way? The truth is pretty dark because it's not some weird aberration of their personality. When they treat their boyfriends like that, that's their true selves coming out. When a woman like that is toxic, abusive, and she's throwing tantrums, that's her showing you who she truly is. But if this is who she truly is, if this is an authentic expression of her true personality, then why is he the only one who sees it? Why doesn't she act this way in front of her co-workers? Why do her friends never see this side of her? Why would she not even show this to strangers? Why is it only you? What makes you so special? The reason is because with anybody else, she knows that she couldn't get away with it. You are the only person who's going to tolerate it. And you can tell a lot about somebody's true self by how they act when they're in an environment that they feel is free of consequences. If a person shoplifts from an easy to steal from store, then they are a shoplifter. It doesn't matter that because the next store has a security guard and lots of cameras, they don't steal anything. They're still a shoplifter. They just don't want to get busted. They don't want to deal with the consequences. In the same way, the fact that your girlfriend doesn't throw tantrums in public or abuse other people, that doesn't mean that that's not her true self. That public persona is just a mask that she wears. She behaves herself and doesn't throw tantrums because she knows that she couldn't get away with it. She'd have to face consequences. But behind closed doors where she feels safe and there's no witnesses, she can treat you however she likes. And you're a man. If you complain, no one's going to believe you anyway. That's where she behaves the way that she truly feels. That's where her real self comes out.
Give me this fucking thing.
Shit.
Sit the fuck down. You can take several fucking seats. Are you kidding me?
Give me my fucking iPad back.
Oh,
right
okay, yeah. And I'm controlling, and I'm not gonna let you do shit, right?
Now. Well, case in point right here,
That's
right?
the kind of shit that you tell your friends about me?
Just give me my fucking
That's
iPad
really
back.
fucking nice. No, just learn how to be a fucking adult.
Calm the fuck down.
I am fucking calm
This is
down.
ridiculous.
You are being fucking ridiculous. You can't even have a fucking insane, Jeff. This is insane.
You're being crazy.
I'm being fucking crazy. I'm being fucking crazy.
Holy
Fuck you, Jeff. Fuck you.
Calm down.
Holy crap. Holy crap.
Holy
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
Fuck your stupid
Holy
fucking
shit.
accent.
Oh,
Fuck
calm.
you, Jeff.
Hey.
This is fucking ridiculous. Get your fucking shit straight. Get your
Holy
fucking priorities together. This is insane.
That cost
You
me
act
half
like
a
I don't
fucking
fucking
grand.
care. It's gonna cost you a lot more in the
Oh
fucking
my
lost
God.
relationships by the time everybody fucking leaves you because like you can't even fucking have a fucking girlfriend. How hard is that?
Why the fuck did you do that? Just calm the fuck down. Can't control your fucking emotions.
Can't control my fucking emotions. You're the one that can't put any fucking thing down.
But then where does love come into it? Why do so many modern women feel like their boyfriends tolerating this kind of behavior is an expression of love? All right, we're going to go into some psychology here. Stay with me. This is really important for understanding this part of the female psyche. You remember back when you were a little kid and you had that period before your brain properly developed, you didn't have full control of your emotions. You didn't have the ability to reason with yourself when you were upset. You know, you couldn't self-soothe and say things like, oh, it's okay, it's not that big a deal. You're just a kid. Your brain wasn't developed enough to give you that perspective. And so you just let loose on your emotions. You'd have these tantrums where it's just this full expression of your pain and anguish. Who were the people that tolerated that? Your parents, the people who loved you. You're 2 years old, you didn't get that thing that you wanted, and so you're kicking and screaming and writhing around on the floor, and your parents are still going to pick you up at the end, hold you, and love you. At that age, it is safe to have that emotional expression. But obviously, as you get older and you go into school, you realize that this is not the appropriate way to express your emotions. And so you learn to self-regulate, to calm yourself down, to deal with disappointment in a healthier way. It particularly helps if you had well-adjusted parents who modeled this for you. But what about women who had poor role models growing up? They were spoiled or neglected. Now they've grown into adults who are just lazy and entitled. They don't bother to self-regulate their own emotions. They're happy to make their issues other people's problems. Now, perhaps this is not their public persona. Like in school, they correctly deduced that the teacher and their fellow students weren't going to tolerate that kind of behavior. But there's really no deeper principle behind their emotional control there. It's just a practical decision to be made. Oh, I can't get away with this. I don't want to deal with the consequences, so I hold back. I put on this act. I pretend like I'm a different person, but deep down, I want to have these tantrums. I'm not committed to improving myself or being a better person. I'm just waiting until I can find somebody who's going to accept that part of me, who's going to tolerate it. You can see how, for that kind of person with that toxic mindset, blind acceptance is like a kind of love. And when she says, I want a man who truly loves me, what she really means is I want a man who's going to tolerate me when I'm acting terribly.
I am fucking done. I am done. I am done begging a motherfucker to love me. Done begging him to spend time with me. Like, I swear, some of us women have more balls than you coward-ass men. You take good women. You take good women and you fucking break us down till we can't take no more, till every fucking man we see makes us want to vomit. I don't know what it's like to be in the presence of a real man, a leader, somebody that you know is gonna protect you.
For so many modern women, love doesn't mean aspiring to be the best version of yourself, to be rational, to be accountable, to be responsible, being supported by somebody who cares about you, about your progress, who wants you to reach the very heights of human potential. No, to so many modern women, that's not what love is. Love isn't progress. Love means regression. If you love me, you will allow me to collapse back into a pool where I have no personal responsibility, where I don't regulate my emotions at all. You can see it here. Love me like a toddler. Let me roll around on the ground screaming. Be my parent. Tolerate this. Soothe me. Let me state this categorically. As a man in a relationship with a woman, that is not your job. That is not true love. What she's asking for at best is codependence. At worst, it's toxic abuse. But Alexander, isn't it the job of the masculine to hold space for the feminine? You know, to be her rock of order and security while she engages in chaos? To comfort her in her emotions, to help her. Isn't that being a good leader? Yes, absolutely. It is a reasonable expectation in a relationship that you support each other. And as the man, you should take the lead. And in my my experience, very few men understand the nuance here. In what circumstances do you put a boundary at her behavior? And what circumstances do you open up and comfort her in her emotions? It all comes down to certain criteria that she has to meet. There are minimum standards that she needs to achieve before you come on board. What are those standards? Well, I go into them in the full-length version of this video, which is available on my Patreon. What I release here on YouTube, these are the shortened, abridged, kind of simplified versions of my videos. If you want to take this stuff into a lot of depth, really understand it in a way that you can apply in your personal relationships, that's all covered in the Patreon extended versions of my videos. That sounds good to you? Please come join me on Patreon.